Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Hey, you guys, welcome to today's Q&A. It's Tuesday, September 20th. So welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. We go live every Tuesday to answer your questions. Hopefully answer those questions. Figure out what you're wondering about Decker, what's going on, all that good stuff. We're going to get those answered. Also, fill you in a little bit about what's going on here at Decker, what we currently have available for positions, as well as some updates across the board. So I'm going to dive in. Actually, before I do this, and I did recognize those yesterday. If you watch our Facebook Live, I did recognize a few of those people as well who won certain things. So if you have a question, hey, Dean, you made it for the live today. Good deal. If you have a question on what you won last week during the Driver Appreciation Week, feel free to ask. I've got it right up here in front of me, so I'll be able to get that information to you. First of all, Driver Appreciation Week is 1 week out of the year. Yes, there's Driver Appreciation Month as well, but Driver Appreciation Week is really a good chance for us to recognize and praise our professional drivers publicly, and make a big ordeal out of it. And something that, we want to do on a regular basis, not just during Driver Appreciation Week. We do appreciate what you do every single day, but it gives a great opportunity to celebrate in a big old fashion. So we had more gifts, more drawings, more raffles than any other Driver Appreciation Day or Driver Appreciation Week that I remember. Now, I started back in 2010 in the Missoula office, and yeah, I don't remember doing as big of a Driver Appreciation Week as we did this week. It was awesome. I think we had about 90, Katie said, about 90 winners in our drawing. And we didn't just have our drawing. So our sponsors who participated in this, we had sponsors who did drawings and raffles as well. So it wasn't just the Decker drawings. It was a lot of our sponsors through raffles. We had Peterbilt, we had Simon Welding, we had Hightower and Bayerbilt, we had Bayard. Who am I missing? We had WC, WHC, we had, let's see, what else am I missing? I'm trying to, Truck Country was there. They sponsored one of the lunches as well as a lot of the gifts as well. MHC, they participated with Kenworth coffee mug and a hoodie, and Pilot Flying J gift cards. We had a lot of those. Decker provided quite a few of Pilot Flying J gift cards, some $25, some $50. I believe there's $100. JX Peterbilt provided vests to a number of raffle drawing winners. I'm sure I'm missing some. Who else did we have? Some of our Simon Welding. I think I said that. A lot of Visa gift cards, Subway gift cards, TVC provided, those were fun drawings. A waffle maker and an egg cooker, a fryer. Those were fun. A skillet, an electric skillet as well. Sandwich maker. I think they had quite a few. They had a heck of a variety right there. And that was TVC. They sponsored our Wednesday lunch as well. And then I'm trying to think of what else we had. Might have to cheat and go look at my list. We had quite a few, you guys. Crossroads Trailer Raffle. They had quite a few winners as well. Tanya Rosendahl, she's actually one of our recruiters. She also does Sensi as well. And she provided, along with Simon Welding, they kind of teamed up and did the Pilot Flying J gift cards and a koozie, and then the air fresheners. So those Sensi air fresheners that last forever and smell amazing. That was Tanya. So thank you, by the way. Michelin tires, those were part of it. I mean, there was so much, you guys, so much. Loved to see that. So if you haven't already gotten yours, go check it out. Get a hold of Katie. Katie will get you set up with what's yours, and as well as all of our professional drivers I'm sure you know this, but just in case, all of our professional drivers will receive a gift card. There's a gift that we have for each of our drivers, and you can pick them up at one of the terminals. If you haven't already done so, please reach out to your terminal manager, or not terminal manager, but your fleet manager, and make those arrangements for you to pick that up. Okay. If you can't, if you're not going to be coming near one of them, then we can look at maybe getting it home to you, but we'll have them for a while. We're not going to just, get rid of them here in the next couple of days. If you're going to be there, in 2 to 3 weeks, we'll hang on to it. We'll get it to you. It's yours. You deserve it. It's yours. So we'll get that over to you. So congratulations, you guys. Awesome opportunity to brag you up. Speaking of bragging you up, we had some great announcements kind of squeeze through Driver Appreciation Week. It was a busy week, and if you saw everything that was going on here, you would have also recognized how busy it was. A thank you to all of those who participated in the pre-inspection challenge, as well as those who participated in the driver obstacle course. So we had actually our professional drivers who put the rest of us to shame. And then we had some of our in-house and our shop employees. They participated in an obstacle course. We had winners. We actually had a tie. A shout out to Katie, if she's in the background here. Shout out to Katie, who tied with Maggie Straight. So Katie Fram and Maggie Straight tied for first place, perfect score in the obstacle course. So pretty impressive. I wasn't in Fort Dodge. I didn't get to do it, but I've been able to do it in the past. Not to the extent. Mine was like a figure 8 or something. This had more obstacles and was pretty fun. And for all of those who participated, congratulations. Also, a huge congratulations to both Art Club and Lyle Turville. They received Driver of the Months for June and July, and that was announced last week as well. Like I said, there was so much information that was getting sent over to us. Now, the Montana Trucking Association, MTA, they chose the June and July Driver of the Months. I think they chose a few, but of our professional drivers here at Decker that were representing the Montana area, that would be Art Club and Lyle Turville that won the Driver of the Month for those months. So June and July, respectively, of course. So congratulations to you. That's huge. And really what that does is that puts you in the running for Driver of the Year for the Montana Trucking Association, which is one awesome title to hold. And also, in addition to our 2 Montanans, we had announced let me see if I get this one, Iowa Trucking Association, I'm going to get this wrong, you guys. Missed out on any of that, please go and check them out. Huge congratulations to each one of you guys. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Dean Filmer won the pre-inspection challenge that we had. That was going on throughout the week as well in Fort Dodge. He got first and found 8 defects. Second place was tied, and they found 4 defects each. So what I don't know is if the defects were the same that they found, or if they were different defects. I don't know. But congratulations. That's excellent. Yeah, we had pictures all around. A lot of fun, you guys. So I appreciate you all being part of that. All right, well, I also want to talk about a new policy update that happened here at Decker. We've changed the dog policy to a $750 deposit, or from a $750 deposit down to a $500 deposit. You still have $250 that is non-refundable, that goes to detailing and cleaning, but the other $250, of course, is refundable. So $500 instead of $750. So that's gone down $250 for the dog policy. And just for those of you who are wondering what the dog policy is all about, it is the dog. I'm going to shut a couple things down because it looks like we're lagging yet again today. And, that's just no fun. There we go. Okay, so the dog policy itself is 2 dogs up to 40 pounds total, or 1 dog 85 pounds or less. Now, they do need to be non-aggressive breeds in order to qualify for our pet policy. But yes, we do have a dog policy. It is $500. Let me make sure that I get that right. It's a $500 pet policy where $250 is non-refundable. $250 is refundable. And they can ride from day one. I just would suggest that if you bring, you can't bring your dog to orientation because of allergies and things like that. So we can't allow that. However, if you were to bring them into the hotel, just know that those are the expenses that you would occur during orientation. So I would recommend waiting until you're completing or you've completed orientation and head back home to pick up your dog, because you've got like the daycare. Those can be expensive. So anyways, I just thought I'd make that note. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, the telephone number right here, 888-668-0698 to get a hold of a recruiter and get a little bit more detail on that. Sounds good? Also, if you guys are wondering whether or not you qualify for Decker or have some questions on the pre-qualifying, you can text as well. You can text over to us and we can give you some details on that. So text referrals to 515-517-6928. Excellent. Okay. All right. Got you there. Winter's coming. We all know it. Well, it's not that way, but it's not that way right now. And I know it was 100 degrees yesterday in Florida and Texas. I had a couple people in Ohio, I think, tell me it was 93. Well, it was 73 here. And I think it got back down to 59. What is it right now? It is 44 in Montana. We were 73 yesterday. So it's 44 and cloudy right now. Yes. Extreme weather conditions and large temperature swings are happening. We'll get down real low during the morning and evening hours, and then we'll shoot right back up to some hot hours or to some hot degrees as well. Anyways, be well aware of that, okay? And it can take a toll on your vehicle. You guys all know that. One of the best ways to prepare for the winter weather, though, is to make sure that your truck is in top running condition. So make sure you're doing your proper pre-trips, your walk-arounds. You're checking all of the equipment and making sure it's free from ice and snow buildup. I know I'm talking ice and snow, but you guys, it was either last year or the year before. In September, we had that blinding snowstorm in Montana that really caught us by surprise. Because the day before, I think it was like 93 degrees. It was horrible. Anyways, just make sure you take a couple extra minutes at the beginning of your day so that you can save some hours in the long run, doing your diligence and prevent any breakdown or any accident that might be caused by winter driving. Speaking of not just winter driving, but fall driving, when the leaves are starting to come down and you're getting rain, a lot of debris can be found or be hidden, I guess, in the leaves. And when you're going over a pile of leaves, which I don't recommend you do, but if you're driving over a pile of leaves and they're all shooting up, you might find something under there that isn't safe. Whether it be a 2x4 or I'm talking from experience. Thankfully I didn't run over it, but I see them all the time. They're under leaves. Somebody, especially if you're in a rural area, they can just kind of brush them through and just be safe. Do your due diligence, slow down, avoid any debris that you can on the road. Don't want something to come up on you, and damage your truck and therefore put you in jeopardy or slow you down either. So be sure to report, speaking of damage, be sure to report any or all repairs to the maintenance department so that we can take care of anything, whether it's preventable or just to get those repairs completed. So if you're preventable maintenance and stuff. And that's before you head out on your trip. Please make sure. Also make sure your lights are working properly. The view is a lot different come fall. I mean, it's obviously darker sooner, and you'll continue to see that throughout the winter. But not only is it darker sooner, just the way the how dark and the, what am I trying to say? Like, it's just a different light, isn't it, in the fall than it is in the summer. It plays tricks on your eyes, and maybe it's just me, but it just seems to play more trick on my eyes, and my eyes get tireder sooner. So please make sure your lights are working properly, your windshields are cleaned off, and your lights are cleaned off so that you have that full view. Make sure your brakes, they're properly adjusted. Your tires have the adequate tire depth. Check your belts, your hoses, any sign of wear that you see, tears, twists, whatever, extra wear on it. Please report any of that. And then, of course, test your defroster. I think, it was John earlier this week. I think it was yesterday, actually. He reminded you to check your heaters, check your APU, test your defroster, test your heater. Make sure that they're functioning properly so that you are in safe to go, right? All right. Speaking of safe to go, if you are headed out and it is slick, or if you don't yet have winter cleats, those ice cleats, we do have them at the terminal. You just have to sign them out. They're free to use. Just slip them on. They'll help you with or prevent any slips and falls on the snow or ice. But these cleats, you just slip them over your boots, your shoes, and keep you a little bit safer while you're walking. Fort Dodge, they're available at the safety HR window, driver services in Missoula, and the front lobby window there in Bessemer. Check that out if you guys haven't already gotten those. Sound good? All right. Okay. Be well aware, be prepared. That's the name of the game. Speaking of be prepared, this is more of a question that I need answered. So I'm asking, and I've been looking at the Facebook group. A lot of information has come from that. And I thank you guys so much for participating in that and kind of giving me a little bit of insight into what works and what doesn't work for you. So anyways, where I'm going with this is we have a guaranteed pay and a minimum pay for most of our divisions throughout Decker. So in most areas, as long as you've you've been available at least 5 days out of the week for the week. Now this is a week by week basis because we pay weekly. If you have been available for dispatch at least 5 days out of the week, no load refusals, no driver service failures, no preventable accidents, no CSA violations, and got your paperwork in on time, which is Sunday at midnight or Sunday at 10, then you qualify for that guaranteed pay. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get more. If your rate of pay per mile and the miles you ran exceed that guarantee, whatever that one is, for the most part, it's 1,000 across minimum, then you'll get the better of the two if your mileage and your rate of pay exceed that of the 1,000. But we have that already set in place. Now, that being said, if you, either way, if you don't qualify for some reason, then you would just get your rate of pay per mile. Okay, so back to my point. We have been seeing more of a bottleneck in getting the paperwork all on Sunday. Now, the due date is Sunday night to get the paperwork out. But you know what? We are totally cool and actually prefer if you get the paperwork in prior to Sunday. So once you've completed the load and you've delivered it and everything, you've got your paperwork, please scan all of the paperwork. Now, we only need one signature, but we do need a signature somewhere within the paperwork. But we need all of the pages scanned. We need the signature and any receipts, any and all receipts that are attached to that load. So please get that in. Now, what I have heard from a couple of people is sometimes they hold them because they aren't sure how much time they're going to have before their next load. So they don't know with traffic and stuff, so they don't start scanning it right away. They go on to their next load and keep moving that way. If we can get them in sooner rather than later, that makes a huge difference for our payroll department, you guys. And if you have input on why you're holding it, if you've got good reasoning, then I really do need to know, because that's information that I can pass on to the other departments so they have a better understanding, and maybe we can alleviate that somehow. But in the meantime, if you don't have a good excuse and you just are being lazy, and I use that phrase only because I had a couple of people tell me, nope, it's pure laziness. That's the only reason I don't get it in. Okay, well, fair enough. But if that's your reasoning, please try to get it in sooner so that there isn't a bottleneck for our payroll department. So here's how it looks. And I figured if I shared with you why it's a concern for us, then you might have a better understanding, and then maybe be more willing to get the paperwork in as soon as you've completed the load. Now, I do know some companies that won't pay. They won't pay if you don't have that paperwork in, that's when it initiates the pay. Now, for us, once you get your paperwork in by Sunday, you get paid for it on Friday. However, it's not late if you get it in by Sunday night. If you get it in after Sunday night, then yes, it would be considered late and you wouldn't qualify for the guaranteed pay. Might still make it in the payroll if you get it in early Monday, but I can't guarantee that. That's the hard part. But the most important thing to do is, once you've delivered, if you could just get that entered in, get that scanned in and get it over, payroll can start taking care of it. But anyways, let me draw this whole picture for you. With the way that we invoice, we can't, as a company, we can't invoice the customer until we have all of the paperwork from our drivers. So once the load has been delivered, all that paperwork needs to be scanned. Then it goes over to our accounting, and they will get those invoice and billed, and then payroll can pay out on it. Now, the way that we have set it up, and because we are financially secure, we have obviously the money in order to pay all of our employees, both our drivers and our supporting employees. But there's quite a bit that is kind of in like a lull, like just kind of waiting to get paid. Well, but we can't even invoice until we get it. So the sooner you get that paperwork to us, the sooner we can get paid and continue to make this circle go around, right? The way that it should. That's my input on this one. So if you can, please get it in as soon as possible, or directly after a load. That's going to be ideal. There are reasons that in some cases that you can't. I understand. We get that. But if you try to do it after every load, that makes life a whole lot easier for our payroll department. And I like to stay on the good side of the payroll department because they pay the bills. They pay us. Right? Isn't that how you feel? Like, make buddies with them. Yeah. No, no, you know what I mean. So, yes. If you guys have questions, just reach out to me. I just figured it was worth sharing. And seriously, if you have a reason that that prevents you from getting your paperwork in before Sunday night, besides the fact that the load isn't completed, then please let me know, because honestly, we could use that kind of input in order to know if we can better alleviate the situation or if it is what it is and there isn't a way to fix it. Okay, cool. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me there on that one. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about some positions that we've got available here at Decker, shall we? All right. So we have over-the-road refrigerated. We have some weekly refrigerated. We have some over-the-road flatbed, and we have some regional flatbed positions. Depending on where you live will depend on what we have available out of your area. So the best thing to do, if anything is in question on what we have available, please put your zip code in the chat and I'll be able to answer those questions for you with a little bit more detail. Now, if you can put your experience level in, I can give you even more detail on what the pay is and everything. Freddie says he's in Fort Dodge orientation as we speak. That's awesome. Oh, you must be on lunch break. I'm like, what are you doing then? Awesome. How's it going? Everything's going well, I hope. So we've got Elaine in there doing our orientation. We've got a handful of people, but Elaine and Tanner. And then, of course, we've got Katie. Katie McFarland is our orientation coordinator as well. Clarissa will be seating our trucks. I think you guys see her usually in there. You'll be meeting your driver managers. You'll be meeting a lot of the other department heads, getting to know them. They'll be slipping you their cards so that if you have any questions, you'll be able to reach out to them. No worries. Also, speaking of slipping the card, you'll actually get a cheat sheet. And you might have already seen this. This is like a day 2 thing, Freddie. So you'll get a yellow notebook. And in the yellow notebook, you will have some questions, Q&A. You'll have a contact form, which I must have taken out of here. And you'll also have some details on our social media because you don't want to miss our social media. Says the social media manager, right? There's information on our scorecard bonus, which you guys should have. I believe you have the results today or tomorrow, I think. I'll have to double check, but I think they should be out on your phones on the TransFlow system. You'll also get information on the referral bonus as well as the scorecard bonus. We like to fill that pamphlet full of information, but not overfill it so that you're not overwhelmed by it. But the contact information, that's ideal. Reach out to us if you at all have any questions so that we can keep you well informed or at least supporting you where you need to be. We also have an art program. And Freddie, I don't know if you guys have been introduced to this yet, but the art program is our ambassador program. And really it's just like a driver support. So you've got your driver manager, your fleet manager, or whatever you want to call them. They are your go-to, right? They're your first line of defense, your main contact. But your art ambassador is somebody who's there to represent you as well as, so speak on your behalf. They are there to kind of walk you through the transition from orientation to making things work for you as a driver. So if you have questions on your scorecard, get a hold of the art, your ambassador. You can also get a hold of your fleet manager. They'll go through it with you every month. But any additional questions, just feel free. If it's not dispatch or whatever, just reach out to the ambassador if you're wondering, what do I do about my benefits? Who do I send this to? That's what your ambassador's for. Walking you through the TransFlow system, the GeoTab unit, letting you know how to run that. You guys, our trucks come fully equipped with all kinds of goodies. We have the TransFlow GeoTab system to do your hours of service, your ELDs. They're there to get your paperwork in. You don't have to stop and mail it. Does anybody even do that anymore? I don't know. We haven't done it for so long that I don't even know. But you've got all of that paperwork. You've got your communication for the if you had an ODNS claim or if you had a safety issue at all. All of that is through the TransFlow GeoTab system. So you've got it right there. That is like your main source of contact. You can message your fleet manager back and forth. You can receive your loads that way. It's just a great resource. You can get your fueling and your load information. I think I mentioned that. You can get your access to your scorecard and your pay stubs. All of that is right there. Routing, GPS, all of it, just right there in that TransFlow GeoTab system. But you can look things up there. You can also access our newsletter in that as well. So there's a lot of information that you can do that. But anyways, our trucks are fully equipped. They have free Wi-Fi also through that TransFlow GeoTab unit. It's Verizon, by the way, so it'll run off the Verizon towers. There is a cap that will kind of start to slow down if you get to that cap. So for those of you who are gamers, I know you hit that cap, but I do know a lot of people game on them. But it depends on where you're at. It's slower in some areas. I can tell you that right along Highway 200, it's slower. But it works great in others. Our trucks have everything. APUs, refrigerators, microwaves, CB units, a 20-inch or 22-inch television with company-paid satellite TV. So it's 100 plus channels, HBO Sunday ticket. Showtime. Am I missing Cinemax? There you go. I knew there was more. So we have all of those available in the trucks. I mentioned microwave. We have tons, you guys. Just reach out if you have questions at all. And actually, you can access videos on our equipment. We have updated videos, and you can access those on our YouTube channel as well. Excellent. Okay. And if you have questions or you'd like that information just sent to you, you can just call us here, our recruiting department at 888-668-0698, and they can get that information over to you just as easily. That sounds all right? Okay. All right. So let's talk about driving. If you're in the Midwest and you're looking for something that's a home weekly, we have a lot of options. Obviously, more in some areas than others. Des Moines, Davenport, and what else? Omaha, superb location for several different regional positions as well as over the road. Chicago area, same thing. If you're looking to get into flatbed and you're looking for a home weekly, you're looking for a guaranteed pay, and you're looking for great equipment, all of the above. You get paid every week, direct deposit every Friday. The flatbed loads in Chicago. Now here's the key. You must live in Chicago for this position or less than 50 miles from Chicago. This is a home weekly position. It guarantees you $1,700 per week, and home weekly, usually Friday night or Saturday morning, and then back out either Sunday morning or Sunday night or Monday morning. So at least a 34 on the weekend. Now our over the road flatbed is usually home every other weekend. And like I said, your rate of pay per mile is going to depend on where you live because of what divisions are available out of every location. So if you have questions whatsoever, just reach out to us so that we can answer those accordingly. Let's see. So you have, let me look. Des Moines. That didn't work. It sure is bogging down, isn't it? Yes, we have refrigerated and flatbed out of the Des Moines area. So I have a couple of different options. That flatbed would guarantee you $14.50 a week because of where you're located. That would be $14.50 a week. Okay. If you'll get home weekly, if you're looking for the refrigerated position, it's $12.50 guaranteed pay. $12.50 guaranteed pay in that area. Again, where you live will determine what we can guarantee you because based off of what division. You're going to be running in a smaller area for those divisions than you would in some of the others. So shorter length of haul is what I'm saying. More loads probably. More stops probably. But you guarantee a higher rate of pay. If you're looking to run coast to coast, refrigerated is great for that one. We do have a longer length of haul in our flatbed as well, but that's a lot of the Midwest and then east of there. A lot of it is going to be up and down the Midwest, Texas, as well as Arkansas, the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. Those are going to be great locations for our flatbed. And I should also include Chicago and Iowa. Those are fantastic. If you're looking to run over the road in the refrigerated, the Pacific Northwest is really busy for us. So you see a lot of Montana and Idaho and Washington and Utah, super busy. Northern Oregon, just very busy areas for us, as well as the Midwest. Again, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, Nebraska. Those are all fantastic. I shouldn't say Nebraska, but Omaha area for sure. But those are all fantastic areas for us for refrigerated. It is coast to coast. We do have options down in Georgia, and Alabama area. But again, it depends on where you live. Requirements will be a little bit different for refrigerated versus flatbed. So all things to consider at that point. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So there you have it, you guys. It's just a little bit about what we've got going on here at Decker. Please reach out to us if you guys have any questions. I do want to share. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oh no, I just shut it. That's about right? Well, give me one minute here and I'll pull that back up. We did have a couple of Workhound wins, if you are aware of what Workhound wins are. So Workhound is really the resource we use in surveying our professional drivers to find out, how's this going? What do we need to work out? How are things going? What could you use more of? That kind of thing. And so we had some awesome comments lately here. Let me pull those up. I'd love to share them with you guys. And thank you so much for the wonderful comments that came in through Facebook. We had several yesterday, but we've been getting a lot through Driver Appreciation Week. Just a lot of shout outs to our professional drivers and all that they do. Love seeing those. Congratulations, by the way, to Jesse Carter, who is our hero of the week this week. Well deserved. I think that has been well known. If you see the love he's receiving throughout all of on our Facebook channel. So yes, absolutely. We had Mark. There you go. Me and my fleet manager. We work together so well. And I'm just going to start reading a few of these here and there. These are anonymous. So unless they chose to share who's saying it, I don't know who's saying it. But there are some people that I've gotten permission. They've shared who it is, and I've been given permission to share even more. So this one says, just the best place I've ever worked. Great company. Decker Truckline cares. Oops, hang on. I'm scrolling. Decker Truckline cares about their drivers' happiness and well-being very much. Detail is always asking for honest feedback in an effort to improve our company policies and increase retention. That's true. That's true. That sounds like Darren. He held that so fun. Thank you, Don, and the whole Decker staff. It's been 9 wonderful years. Yes, there have been some downs, but mostly ups. Yes, 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 yes. Love to hear that. I am very happy with Decker and the support I have from the team and my dispatcher, Marcia Gooddale. I don't want to be anonymous, but I still don't know who that was. So I did reach out to him and say, because it allows me to respond back and say, you can tell me who this is, but otherwise I don't know who it is. This one says, I love working for Decker Truckline because the dispatch staff, they're wonderful and helpful with everything a driver needs. If I need home for a specific reason or day or a problem with a load, they are quick to fix the issue in a timely manner. And the maintenance staff are excellent. They get the trucks and the trailers back on the road in a timely manner. And I love it here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Jeff, 2 days in a row. How are you? How are you feeling? Good, I hope. Decker treats us well. My driver manager, AC, is a great guy, and he works with me if I need off time. Awesome. AC works with our flatbed division, works a lot with some of our dedicated out of Arkansas to Texas. So runs are lining up nicely. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Good deal. This says, thank you, Johnny and Robert in the night crew at the inspection bay. At the inspection bay shop, you went above and beyond to find a slow air leak in my drive tire. Love the soap and the spray bottle trick that you taught me to find if the valve stem was leaking and not a bad tire. Save the company money and put on a new tire. I appreciate you guys. You are an asset to Decker and are always so helpful. Thank you so much for being the best you can be. I shared that, by the way, with the crew because you gotta hear the love, right? Yes. This one says, would love to give a shout out of appreciation to Paul, Mike, and the team in the maintenance shop in Fort Dodge. They went above and beyond to get truck 3347 back to perfect condition and did it in record time. Awesome! You guys are the best of the best, and I certainly appreciate all you do for us. Thank you again for your hard work and your dedication. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love working with Decker Truck Lines. The dispatch staff are so wonderful, especially my dispatcher, Greg Creta. Everything I need, he makes sure it happens. If I need home, if I have a problem with the load, he gets it fixed in a timely manner, and the maintenance staff are spectacular. I can't read. If something is wrong with the truck or trailer, they get it repaired in a timely manner, and they don't put the drivers down for something going wrong. If something was going wrong. Oh, that's good. I hate, you just don't need that one added thing. I love it at Decker. They treat drivers like family, and that's what a company should do. Agreed. I'd love to spend time at home, and with this company is one of the things I can do. Excellent. I love working for Decker. I know I have a lot, you guys, but this is just in the last couple of days. I love working for Decker. My fleet manager, Alexa, over-the-road maintenance, night operations in Fort Dodge, Iowa. The terminal employees really work hard to make our lives as drivers easier. Loving every day. I must be truthful. I've been with Decker for a while now. My wife and I made some major changes to get where we are now with Decker, and there have been some rough patches, but have stuck with it and worked through them. Just recently, our lives were turned upside down, and I never knew that Decker would help us out and be there for us. It really feels good to be part of Decker and being here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the rough patch, but I am very thankful that you got the support you needed from the Decker team. Pay and the respect for me, he says. I can't say that for all dispatchers, but mine is great and cares for me and my success. Marcia's. Loving it. I love working with Decker Truck Lines. The maintenance staff are wonderful. They get you back on the road, and they don't put the drivers down when something's going wrong. Greg Creta, he's wonderful. If anything, I would like longer miles other than that. I love working for Decker. This one says, I had an irritating experience at a shipper with their equipment breaking down while unloading. Yep, I can hear you there. This would have left me stuck over the weekend in the dock. Jimmy Mitchell, Jeremy Foster, Kayla Lampy from Weekend Ops stepped up and took quick action. Kayla immediately calmed me down when we were on the call and even had me laughing. Kayla rocks, doesn't she? Yes, she does. Jeff says he's feeling a lot better. Reapply? Yeah, love it. Do it, Jeff. That sounds great. Love to see that. Love to hear that you're feeling better too. Hearing that it was going around again. At least in the Montana area I was hearing. Grateful for the work I have. I would like longer trips from East Coast, West Coast, and Texas. Well, I love the longer trips things. Let's do it. Let's do it, right? Shout out to Brandon Erickson. By the way, if you guys didn't catch it, Brandon was nominated for the Best Fleet Manager in Iowa. So he's an excellent fleet manager, and he's doing a great job. Also, I wanted to know if I was allowed to send a thank you card to our customers to help better relationships with shippers and receivers. Oh, that's a great idea. I really think that it would be a great way to build our relationships with them, and I really don't think many companies are doing this. I agree. Please let me know if I can be allowed to do this. Decker is the best company I've had. Thank you for the opportunity to represent your company. Well, I would say get with your fleet manager. They can get the cards, get some filled out, and you can sign them, and we can send them out for you. Yeah, why not? So Brandon's your fleet. Yeah, get with Brandon on that one. I'll have to reach out to Brandon and say, we should do this. This one says, Decker is the best. I had an emergency at home. Decker dispatch allowed me to detour my route to be by my house to resolve that issue before delivering my load. Oh, perfect timing, huh? Couldn't think of any other company that cares about their drivers and their families. We need it. We need to know that we're all there for each other in all aspects, right? I think so. All right, let me see if you guys had any questions here, and then I'll make sure that I address them. Am I missing any? I don't think so. Okay. Well, you guys, I better let you go. Make sure that if you get a chance, for all of you who are on here that may not be drivers, last week was Driver Appreciation Week, but we can appreciate them every single day, you guys. We don't have to wait till that specific week, the second week of February, the second week of September, in order to tell them how much we notice that they do for us and how thankful we are. So please make sure that you thank a driver. We love our professional drivers because honestly, without them, you can't get anything done. Right? All right. Also, I do want to give you a heads up that this Friday, we are looking to do a TikTok live with a couple of our recruiters. What I want to know is, what recruiters do you want to listen to or talk to? Or which recruiters would you like to have answer your questions? And I think it'll be about 1:30 on our TikTok channel. So if you're not following us, go follow us. But it'll be fun. A good chance to get to know them a little bit. It's pretty chill, not that this is formal, but even less formal. It's coffee with recruiters. Sit back, enjoy, see the quirkiness that you receive with all of us. Here, you just get me. What do you say? All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your week. I will be hopping on some of the other social media channels to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. But if you have any questions in the meantime, reach out to our recruiting department. Hit them up with those 888-668-0698. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And don't forget, if you haven't already picked up your driver appreciation gifts, make sure that you get with your fleet manager so you can get your hands on those. If you were a raffle or drawing winner last week, then we'll get those gifts to you as well. You know what? I think I have a list. Oh, where is that? I think I have a list of everybody who won. I kid you not, there's 90. Yep, there it is. Thankfully, this list is Katie's doing. She was doing all of the drawings last week. I'm sure you saw that. And she did a lot of them. Okay, are you guys ready? It's up to you to count to find out how many people these were. And there, like I said, there were all kinds. There were $100 gift cards. There was one Yeti, big Yeti cooler that I think it was Truck Country that brought that one. Anyways, tons of stuff. So everybody, within the Decker drawings, you could only win one time. Your name was taken out of the hat if you won. However, there were multiple types of drawings. So if you came to one of the lunches in Fort Dodge and a vendor was giving away and doing door prizes, you could win that as well. And I think Jerry won one of the door prizes. I think actually he won the Yeti, and then also won one of the drawings that Decker had as well. But anyways, Chad Adams, Jeffrey Anderson, Keith Andrews, Demetrius Anthony, Jerry Arthur, Paul Eyre, Robert Baker, Berta Barnett, Rashawn Bell, Brad Bolt, Jonathan Bowler, Andre Buckner, Rick Carlson, Charles Carter, Jesse Carter, Jose Castro. These are all winners. These are all drawing winners. Make sure you reach out to Katie. Wanda Coleman, Jason Coltrane, William Conrad, David Curia, Terrence Crawford, Carrie Curry, Anthony Deskovic, Brad Devaney, Lydia Dietrich, Daniel Douglas, Patrick Douglas, Michael Dosh, Sherry Dubray, Bradley Earhart, Warren Erkselben, Kevin Ferguson, changing your name, Kevin, Kevin Ferguson, Richard Foy, Harold French, Rod Graves, Todd Grote, John Hemobian, Brian Hobbs, Brian Holiday, Jean Jablanc, Stephen Kelly, Zachary Kessel, Jason Klingbeil, Scott Knapp, Michael Cook. Where am I Madison, Todd Leavitt Jr., Michael Lister, Luis Martinez, Rubens Maurice, Sean Miller, Rex Mosley, Greg Narcisco, Tony Nelson, Michael Newberry, Vernon Nicholson, Mike Osborne, Martin Palmer, Christopher Perry, Tyree Phillips, Timothy Plum, Eric Price, Grant Quinton, Mary Reeder, Adam Reason, Thomas Remington, Lutz Reschk, Vincent Richards, Michael Rogers, Joshua Rotter. I only giggle because Michael yesterday was on our Facebook Live. He's like, what? I won? It's another Michael. Nope, it was you. Kolowal, there we go. Salami, Lance Shattenkirk, Daniel Smith, Steve Stone, Paul Thurman, Tony Vasquez, Hans Wackel, Mark Warren, Rick Wells, Larry Welter, Frederick White, Richard White, Steve White, Curtis Wiederin, Eric Wilder, Charles Wilson, Leon Wright, Matt Yazwa, John Zvondick, and Christopher Zwick. There you have it. Congratulations to every one of you who won. Don't forget to get a hold of Katie. Katie's extension, by the way, is